Hi guys, what's up? It's Dan again, bringing another gameplay commentary on Madden 12 communities. This time we decided to use the Seattle Seahawks since a few of you commented in the last video saying that we should try them out. And me and Chris have played with the Seahawks before in community games, and we have had quite a bit of success with them. So we kind of knew the players to pass to when we needed to, like there Sidney Rice being one of the main receivers that we do throw to. Obviously, the Seahawks do have Marshawn Lynch, and this is why breaking a massive run there, one of the most ridiculous runs I've ever made in Madden, and that was the opening touchdown of the game. So, like our last video, we start off running a 4-3 defense. We will tend to do this in most of our games, just to see how the offense handle it. Sometimes we play and they just can't handle a 4-3 defense, so we stick with that. If not, then we try and switch it up, send out different formations, maybe bring out some different zones, that kind of stuff. And unfortunately, in the second half of this game, they do start to break down our defense, so we did have to change up the strategy. But just coming away from the gameplay for a second, I would just like to talk about this series on Chris's channel. We decided that this isn't going to be one of those series where we upload a win every time, where you just see win after win after win, whether it's a good gameplay, bad gameplay, whether the score was close, whether it was really tight, went down to the wire. We're not gonna be one of those channels. We're gonna just, if we play a game and the gameplay's good, like it is in this one, both sides played really well. We both had some really good plays in this game. Me and Chris, I know, had a lot of fun playing this game. So if we get games like this, we'll upload them no matter what the score is. Whether we win, lose, goes to triple overtime, whatever, we'll upload it as long as it is solid gameplay. So getting back into the game here, the score's now 14-9. We're still running the 4-3, and here we was just trying to shut down Calvin. As soon as we saw them pick the lines, we decided that they was probably just going to abuse Calvin, which they didn't really in this game, to be fair to them. They did have chances too, but they used their other offensive weapons, and this made the game more enjoyable for us. The fact that people weren't just bombing it deep to Calvin every time. For example, there, throwing to Javi Best in the screen, picking up a first. With the lines, you don't need to just throw to Calvin. Yeah, he may be the best receiver in the game, but there are other people you can throw to on the lines. And here, this is probably one of the best plays I've ever seen Chris do. After picking up the pick with old Thomas, he runs past pretty much the entire Lions offense to run it back there for a nice pick six. So here the score's 21-9. Unfortunately there, he just managed to float the ball just over the linebacker there, and unfortunately there again Chris messes up on the user, which led them to this fade into the end zone for their touchdown. We was a bit annoyed at this point that they was doing fades, but we know we could answer back, make the game out of reach pretty much. That's what our plan was, and as you saw, Marshawn Lynch breaking the tackle. And this play was probably one of the most dramatic plays I've ever seen. It stayed on the screen for ages waiting for the booth review, and then unfortunately we didn't get it going our way, but I managed to pick up the first down here with Marshawn Lynch. There's only a few seconds left in the first. We tried a little Hail Mary pass. Unfortunately it gets picked off, but they didn't manage to do anything on their next possession, and Matthew Stafford getting hit there to end the first half. So in the start of the second half, we get a nice little start here. They try and throw it, and Chris gets a nice little user pick. Unfortunately you can't run it back anywhere, but now the ball's in our possession, start of the third quarter, and we was just I was just trying to say to Chris this whole time, don't throw a pick. And again, like the last video, he just happens to throw a pick at the wrong time. All we needed to do there was really score a field goal, maybe kind of knock their momentum back a little bit, so they wouldn't really be able to come back. They might put up a little bit of a fight, but we'd be able to close them out in the end. But unfortunately Chris did throw the pick, so we had to play defense here. And I think it was after this touchdown here where they threw to Calvin Johnson where we decided that we're going to need to start changing up our defense, because we're now down, and we thought after that play we was going to be down by a little bit more, because they've now got the ball on our 19, and like I said, they got Calvin and Javid Best, and they got everyone to throw to, so we thought there was pretty much a given touchdown. But we did manage to get the sack, and then here Chris gets a nice pick with Walter Thurman the third. I tried to block, didn't quite know what was going on there, but yeah, they tried to strip it, but to no success. And here I was just trying to say to Chris, do not turn the ball over again. And I think I'm just jinxing stuff in these videos, because every time I tell Chris don't do something, he just goes ahead and does it. I don't know what was going on there. That was quite frustrating. So they scored another touchdown. Score's now 29-21. We had to get something going on this offense and get a nice little curl to Sidney Rice there. Unfortunately, I believe at that play Sidney Rice broke his collarbone and was out for the rest of the game, so we was pretty much relying on the rest of our receivers and Marshawn Lynch to try and bring back the win here. And we get a lucky break there, Javid Best stepping out of bounds, and there we turn back to the 4-3 defense. We throw it deep to Calvin. Unfortunately, Calvin, being Calvin, makes a ridiculous jump up and gets the ball. So here we're thinking we're going to need to stop them somehow. There's double coverage on Calvin, and he still gets it. Megatron is just too good. So at this point the game kind of looks like it's out of reach. Chris scrambling with Tavares Jackson. He gets absolutely slammed on the floor. Tries scrambling again. Manages to slide and duck out of the way of the hit this time. And here we were just kind of going for desperation plays, to be honest, at this point of the game. Chris does come up clutch there, get a conversion on 4th and 10. And we did still think at this point we had a chance, until then, when Chris unfortunately threw another pick. So that concludes this gameplay. Just want to say, comment, subscribe. Again, like the last video, comment in any teams you want us to use for the next game. Peace out.